There comes a moment in every life when the invisible begins to take shape, when the unseen forces that govern success begin to move in your favor. You may not hear them, you may not see them, but you can feel them stirring within you. A quiet certainty, a growing belief that something greater is on its way. That moment is not judo savana, it is not luck. It is the result of the thoughts you have cultivated, the faith you have nurtured, and the persistence you have demonstrated in the face of doubt. Right now, you stand on the edge of transformation. The idea that God is about to bless you with millions is not a mere wish. It is a declaration that must be planted firmly in the soil of your mind. For every great achievement begins first as a thought, then as a belief, and finally as a reality. If your mind can conceive abundance and your heart can accept it without fear, then there is no force in this world that can permanently deny it to you. But understand this clearly: wealth does not come to those who merely hope for it. It comes to those who align themselves with its principles. It comes to those who refuse to entertain thoughts of lack, who discipline their minds to focus only on opportunity, growth, and expansion. You must begin to see yourself not as someone waiting for a blessing, but as someone preparing to receive it. Your habits, your decisions, your daily actions must reflect the person who is ready to handle millions with wisdom and purpose. There is a divine intelligence that responds to certainty. When your desire becomes so strong that it eliminates all doubt, when your belief becomes so vivid that it feels more real than your current circumstances, you activate a power within you that draws opportunities, people, and resources into your life. Doors that once seemed closed begin to open. Ideas that once felt distant begin to appear within your reach. This is not coincidence. It is the natural result of a mind that has aligned itself with abundance. Do not allow fear to interfere with this process. Fear is the greatest barrier between you and your blessings. It whispers that you are not ready, that you are not worthy, that the dream is too large. But fear is only a shadow created by uncertainty. Replace it with faith, faith in your ability, faith in your purpose, and faith in the unseen forces that are working on your behalf. Every great fortune in history was first met with doubt, yet it was achieved by those who chose belief over hesitation. You must also understand the role of persistence. The blessing you seek is not always delivered instantly. It often arrives disguised as challenges, lessons, and opportunities that require effort. Many turn away at this stage, mistaking resistance for rejection. But those who persist, those who continue to move forward with unwavering belief, are the ones who eventually stand in the presence of abundance. Every setback is a test of your commitment. Every delay is a preparation for something greater. Surround yourself with thoughts and influences that strengthen your belief. Guard your mind against negativity, for it is the breeding ground of limitation. Feed it with vision, with purpose, with the unwavering conviction that your breakthrough is not a distant possibility, but an approaching reality. Speak to yourself as someone who is already on the path to greatness, because the mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It simply works to make it so. And as you move forward, remember that true wealth is not only measured in numbers, but in the value you create, the lives you impact, and the purpose you fulfill. The millions you seek are not just for possession. They are a reflection of the service you are capable of providing. When you focus on giving, on creating, on contributing something meaningful to the world, you place yourself in harmony with the very forces that generate abundance. So stand firm in your belief. See it clearly, feel it deeply, act on it daily. The blessing you seek is already in motion, already making its way toward you through channels you may not yet recognize. Your task is not to question its arrival, but to prepare yourself to receive it. For when your mind, your actions, and your faith are aligned, there is nothing left to stop what is destined to come into your life. There comes a moment in life when everything you have been through begins to make sense. The struggles, the sleepless nights, the silent battles you fought within your own mind, all of it was preparation. Nothing was wasted. Every disappointment strengthened your resolve. Every failure sharpened your awareness, and every delay built the endurance required for what is about to enter your life. You are not where you are by accident. You are here because something within you refused to quit, refused to settle, Refuse to accept a life of limitation. Right now, you may not yet see the full picture, but something inside you knows. There is a quiet but persistent voice that keeps telling you that more is coming. That voice is not imagination, it is awareness. It is the signal that you are beginning to align with a higher level of thinking, a higher level of expectation, and a higher level of results. The belief that God is about to bless you with millions is not a fantasy. It is an awakening. It is the moment you begin to recognize that abundance is not reserved for a chosen few. It is available to those who prepare themselves to receive it. Everything begins in the mind. The world you experience on the outside is a direct reflection of what you consistently hold within. If you think in terms of scarcity, you will see obstacles. If you think in terms of abundance, you will see opportunities. This is not theory, it is law. Your thoughts shape your perception. Your perception shapes your decisions, and your decisions shape your destiny. When you begin to deliberately train your mind to expect success, to anticipate growth, and to recognize value, you set into motion a chain of events that cannot be easily stopped. You must understand that wealth is first a mental state before it becomes a physical reality. Many people desire riches, but they are not mentally prepared for them. They still think in terms of fear, doubt, and limitation. They question their worth. They hesitate in their actions, and they shrink in the presence of opportunity. But you are being called to rise above that level of thinking. You are being called to think differently, act differently, and ultimately live differently. Begin by creating a clear and definite vision of what you desire. Do not be vague. See it in detail. Imagine the life you want to live, the impact you want to have, the freedom you want to experience. Feel it as if it already exists. The more real it becomes in your mind, the more powerfully it influences your behavior. Your subconscious mind does not argue, it accepts what you repeatedly present to it, and works tirelessly to bring it into reality. But vision alone is not enough. It must be backed by belief, unshakable, unwavering belief. This is where many fall short. They allow doubt to creep in. They start strong, but when results do not appear immediately, they begin to question themselves. They lose focus, they lose momentum, and eventually they abandon their goal. You must not allow this to happen. Your belief must be stronger than your circumstances. It must remain firm even when there is no visible evidence, because it is during these moments of uncertainty that your faith is being tested and strengthened. There is a power in persistence that cannot be overstated. Persistence is what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. It is easy to remain committed when everything is going well. The true test comes when challenges arise, when progress seems slow, when results seem distant. In those moments, you must remind yourself why you started. You must reconnect with your vision and push forward with even greater determination. Every great achievement requires a price. It may come in the form of time, effort, discipline, or sacrifice. You may have to give up certain comforts, distance yourself from negative influences, or step outside your comfort zone repeatedly. But understand this: whatever you give up in the pursuit of your goal will be returned to you many times over. The temporary discomfort you experience now is nothing compared to the lasting rewards that await you. Another essential principle you must embrace is the power of decision. Indecision is one of the greatest obstacles to success. It keeps you stuck in a state of uncertainty, constantly analyzing but never acting. Successful individuals make decisions quickly and change them slowly. They trust their instincts, they take action, and they learn from the results. You must develop this same habit. Decide what you want, commit to it fully, and move forward without hesitation. Your environment also plays a significant role in your journey. The people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, and the conversations you engage in all influence your mindset. If you are constantly exposed to negativity, doubt, and limitation, it will be difficult to maintain a positive and focused outlook. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and support your growth, you will find it much easier to stay aligned with your goals. Guard your mind carefully. It is your most valuable asset. Do not allow it to be filled with thoughts that weaken your confidence or distract you from your purpose. Replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. Replace fear with faith. Replace doubt with determination. This is not a one-time effort. It is a daily practice. The more consistently you do this, the stronger your mindset becomes. You must also learn to recognize and seize opportunities. Opportunities rarely come in obvious forms. They often appear as challenges, problems, or situations that require effort and creativity. Many people overlook them because they are focused only on immediate comfort. But if you train yourself to look beyond the surface, you will begin to see the hidden potential in every situation. Action is the bridge between desire and achievement. Without action, even the strongest desire remains nothing more than a wish. You must be willing to act consistently, even when you do not feel like it. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. It is what ensures that you continue to make progress day after day, regardless of external circumstances. As you continue on this path, you will begin to notice changes. Your confidence will grow. Your perspective will expand. You will start to attract new opportunities, new connections, and new ideas. This is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. It is a sign that your efforts are beginning to pay off. There will be moments of doubt, moments of frustration, and moments when you feel like giving up. This is natural. What matters is how you respond to these moments. Do not allow them to define you. Use them as fuel. Let them strengthen your resolve and remind you of how far you have come. Gratitude is another powerful force that can accelerate your progress. When you focus on what you already have, you create a sense of abundance that attracts even more. Instead of constantly thinking about what is missing, take time to appreciate what is present. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your mindset and your overall outlook on life. Remember that true success is not just about accumulating wealth. It is about becoming the person capable of creating and sustaining that wealth. It is about developing the character, discipline, and mindset required to handle success responsibly. The millions you are about to receive are not just a reward, they are a responsibility. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay committed. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Every effort you make contributes to your progress. Every challenge you overcome strengthens your ability to succeed. You are not alone on this journey. There is a force greater than yourself that is guiding you, supporting you, and working in your favor. Trust in that force. Trust in yourself. The trust in the process. The path to abundance is not reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It is available to anyone who is willing to think differently, act consistently, and persist relentlessly. You have everything you need within you to achieve greatness. The only question is whether you are willing to fully commit to the process. So rise each day with purpose. Focus your mind on your goals. Take action with confidence, and never lose sight of the vision you have created for your life. The blessings you seek are not as far away as they may seem. They are already moving toward you, shaped by your thoughts, guided by your actions, and sustained by your belief. Continue forward with courage. Continue forward with determination. Continue forward with faith. The life you desire is not only possible, it is inevitable for those who refuse to give up.